Welcome back, everybody, to another tournament time here at Sun Journal. High school basketball tournament action on the way in the coming week. Kevin Mills, Kalle, Justin Pelletier here to break down Western Class D girls. And Western Class D girls every year seems to come down to a couple of teams, and no strangers to the tournament spotlight is Richmond at the number 1 seed and Rangeley at the number 2 seed. Rangeley getting there, overcoming some serious issues all season, and for them to have gotten back to the number 2 seed is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they lost their one of their starting guards, Allie Hammond, to a knee injury during soccer season, and then they lost a couple other guards either to relocation or injury. So their backcourt was a little depleted, and they lost a lot of talent and experience as well. But they had the Carrier sisters, and though they're still fairly young, they've got some experience because a lot of those girls have played either since freshman year or even 8th grade. So they did a great job overcoming the adversity that they had, and to get to number 2 and beat Richmond at Richmond was pretty impressive.
And of course, there are other teams in this bracket.
Yeah,
Of
really?
course there are. Valley gets Greater Portland Christian. Rangeley gets Vinyl Haven in the first round, and that's one of those matchups where, Vinyl Haven's coming from a distance, certainly, and it's one of those long travel issues for them. But at the same time, do you feel like Vinyl Haven might give Rangeley any sort of trouble in that first round?
Well, a few years ago, Rangeley and Vinyl Haven, it seems like, meet up every couple of years. And a couple years ago, it was Allie Hammond who beat Vinyl Haven at the last second and broke their hearts. Years ago, it was 23-0 Rangeley after the first quarter when they played. So I think it'll be somewhere in between that. I think Rangeley they swept the 2 games in Rangeley. I think their experience and talent will just be a little bit too much.
Greenville and Seacoast get it on at the 4-5, and then Richmond draws our other area team, Hebron Academy, in the first round. Is that a little bit of a mismatch there?
Yeah, I would say. It looks like a pretty typical 1-8 game to me. Greenville, interesting as the defending champion in the region, as a number 4 seed, maybe could give Richmond some problems in a semifinal. Certainly, that's a tough matchup for Richmond, but. I think you're looking at the top 4 seeds coming out of there and moving on to the next round, certainly, the way it looks to me.
And that's going to make for an interesting semifinal round, because if you get all the top 4, that's usually a pretty good indication.
I think that's what we'll probably get, and Valley beat Rangeley to end the regular season, and I'm actually surprised that Greenville hasn't fared as well against like Richmond and Rangeley, being the defending champs and having a lot of players back, but they're the type of team that has enough experience, and having won last year, they could get hot. And Richmond stumbled into the semifinals last year, and so I think Greenville might be a tough match for them.
And of course, anytime you get a team that's comfortable on a floor, as a defending champion would be, that's always going to be a concern for anybody who has to play them in tournaments.
Yeah, and I think and that speaks well for Rangeley as well. They've been to the regional final 2 years in a row and 4 times in the last 5 years. So they're feeling comfortable in that court, and I think they're feeling comfortable as they've progressed this year. So I think they're kind of peaking at the right time, and should be in pretty good shape.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kalle. Justin Pelletier, Kevin Mills, Kalle Oakes. It's tournament time. Join us all week at sunjournal.com/tourney11. We'll have some live blogs up going, and we'll keep you posted on all the goings on in Augusta and Portland. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you at the courts.